I am Hansley Sooriah from Leeds Beckett University as a part-time student, enrolled in a part-time BA Honours in Business Management. My ID number is 77181302. So, today I'm going to present you the first video presentation on our assignment, Strategic Human Resource Management. First of all, let's have a brief overview of the company. Deadbusters is a debt company involved in buying the debt of customers. It was created by Mr. Anthony Brown along with his close friend, Mr. John Cromwell. They both started the company. Now I will attend the first question on conceptualization of current HR issues in the organization. Since its existence, Deadbusters adopted the matching model, initially introduced by Fundrum and Al. 1984. Its sole competitive strategy focuses on cost leadership. The HR policy and practices was quite different, driven from tight managerial centralization control system that foster excellence. The prevailing culture was promote frugality, discipline, attention to all kinds of detail. For illustration, the company has public name-shame policy. It is the process to show the mistake done by an individual within the organization to all staff of the company. The idea behind was to give him a lesson or to redeem by his mistake to be more positive in the near future. This was called a hard SHRM approach that was inculcated in the organization. Human resource was managed in a way to maximize the contribution to business performance. It was rather a result-oriented based company instead of a resource-based oriented company. There was emphasis on the unitarist perspective. The CEO was the sole decision maker. Strategies was implemented with little consultation. There was an individualistic nature among the employees. They were unlikely involved in the business decision making. They act as robots, only in executing command without any rationale behind. There was no empowerment of employees. The organization structure was more flat or less structured. With such an SHRM system in place, it is bound to happen that Deadbusters will have a high turnover rate. There was apparently no training development program to fit bad or low performance in the organization, no effective career management to retain the new talents, and also, third one, no effective and selection process to attract the best talent. The organization realized the situation and aim at changing the HR practices, that is, policies, cultures, to move forward or reviewed model whereby empowerment, team spirit, fairness, credibility, respect. They reviewed all the recruitment processes and they have come to a point that they need to recruit talents from one organization called GE, General Electric, one of the best companies. They decided to recruit talent from there and to implement the model in the actual organization. The HR had a challenge, the challenge of managing the culture change process, the culture from the existing employee to the new recruitment they have just recruited. It was a difficult task the company Deadbusters UK was doing in terms of HR resource, because they should work in a team spirit and both existing and new recruits should go in one direction to meet the organizational culture and achievement and objectives. I'm going to attend my second part in this assignment, a critical analysis of leadership style in the organization. Throughout the case study, it is evident that Anthony Brown is a key pioneer of the organization. He is personally attached to the company. Tempesters is like his own key, and he started the company together with his friend John Cromwell, as cited in my first question. He raised this company from scratch to its highest position in a short lapse of time. This would not have been possible without his dedication, his fast-paced initiation and hard work. We agree on that. He was the role model in this organization and everyone was following his rules. He adopted an autocratic leadership style. He ruled and controlled, oversee all decisions. One good example is a situation that arises with the IT technician in the organization. The latter systematically executed Anthony's orders without giving his personal opinion as being an expert in the field. His control leadership style was not appreciated among certain employees, resulting to a high turnover. The strategic human resource management planning has to be reviewed accordingly so that to attract and retain talent from its competitors like General Electric. As the company shifted from entrepreneur based to international standard, the dictatorship style of Anthony was no longer aligned with the new inculcated culture of the company. John Cromwell foresees this culture change and adapts himself to situation and requirement of board of directors of a business. Situational leadership style can be associated to him as opposed to Anthony. He's an easygoing guy who will just go with the flow. We agree with this. Less reluctant to changes. However, the fact that he recruited his pub friend as an accountant and tolerate his unprofessionalism and his frequent absenteeism showed that it was not fair and partial in his manager and leadership role. A good leader is often called to be equitable in his role and no preferences should be offered, not even to a close friend. A new management board was up to cater the business needs. Anthony Brown still stuck to his autocratic principle. He adopted a toxic leadership style. He manipulated the existing employee to his personal needs. He uses his power to influence them in rejecting the new culture that was bound to happen. Thus, he created a barrier between the existing employee and the new recruitment of GI. This I can cite it by Lippmann Luhmann G in 2004. He bullies the new recruitment on management level in such a way that the latter were forced to quit the company after just some while. His actions were detriment to the company. Employees were demotivated through this low morale and tension in situation, and the overall mission of the company was a failure. Planning, monitoring, controlling, coordinating, and also the rational expertise. Important work considered more in management role instead of a leadership role. In such a situation, Anthony should have adopted transformational leadership style, which is more applicable in this particular context. A transformational approach would have been better in the integration of culture change programs. Anthony could have used his idealized influence to motivate the existing employee and accept change. To conclude, it is important that everyone within the company, whether high position to lowest position, to abide the same culture and principle for the success and smooth running of the company. Also to conclude, at last, as moral, Mr. Anthony Brown enrolled himself in a leadership program to be a better leader for his organization. Thank you very much.